It's arrived. My friend Josh down in a much larger city picked this thing up for me a while ago, and he also sold me this cordless Riccar upright at a really good price. We tend to kind of trade things back and forth for like just pretty much the cost of what we have into them, which is a really nice deal. Although he finds way more stuff than I do, being in a larger city. And he's gone and picked up some machines for me, so I'll usually pay him a little something for picking stuff up. I don't want to take advantage of the guy. But let's I have measured the airflow on one of these before, so I'm not going to do that. I'll just display it right here, the results I've gotten when I took the airflow measurements at the shop. And this is one of the slightly, well, I shouldn't say newer versions, but I mean, when they first came out, they didn't have a detachable battery pack. They were just built onto there, and they would have to be replaced. And then they also used to come with the wood brush roll pre-installed, but now they come with the metal one with the kind of middle stiffness strips. And I think the one I measured was I measured a 0.1 and then a 0.4. So this one's even a little bit newer than the 0.4 I had measured, but I don't know if there was a performance difference between the 4 and 6 or not. I do know our Tacony rep told us that between the 1 and 4 they had improved the motor and it spun at a higher RPM. I think it was supposed to be like 400 RPM higher. But anyways, I'm sure this is the machine you guys are far more excited to see. So, this is a triple motor machine. We have 2 suction motors. I don't know what this is for. It might be some sort of suction relief. I don't even know where it goes. But I haven't looked in here. Let's see. Okay, they were using it with a paper bag, but it looks like it, or one of the previous ones, got damaged at one point. I haven't done any work on this yet. I just ordered a thing of bags on eBay, so whenever that arrives, I'll take this and get it cleaned and washed. And then this lever over here is our height adjustment. And it looks like I've actually been going the wrong way on here. I thought moving it forward was a... Oh, maybe that's as low as it goes. Yeah, I thought moving it forward was raising it, but I guess not. Although it certainly seemed like it. Maybe it does. Yeah, so looking over the bottom of this, moving it forward does raise it. Oh. I was looking at it wrong. I figured this meant, carpet depth. So it's like, deeper carpet. Had it all wrong. But yeah, Josh tells me this came from a church. I guess I don't know why they were getting rid of it. It still runs. It's a little beat up. But I mean, that's to be expected for a commercial machine. We have our main power switch. We have an onboard hose that just has like a standard inch and a quarter on it. I have heard that the stretch hose stretches up to like 30 feet. Oh, excuse me. And then we're supposed to have we have a filter back here. Don't know how much it actually does. And then that must be a reset breaker. Maybe 2 of them? One for the brush, one for the motors. This lever down here is for the hose. So, it shuts a diverter valve or opens it. And here's our model tag. 15 amps. Okay. Oh, yeah, totally unnecessary for me to have a second one, but I figured, it'd be kind of cool to have both the direct air and the and a clean air. And the handle on this one is adjustable. You just have to undo that little thingy over there. We'll take a look at the bottom. So yep, here's our little diverter control. Multiple rows of brushes here are not terribly stiff. They're kind of like a medium, maybe a little bit more than medium, but I know our brush motor is hiding down here. And of course we have the swivel casters on the front, helpful for a machine this large. Yeah, not too much to see down here really. And I will say that the hose suction isn't terribly impressive. I'm going to guess, the mechanism down here must not be, it most likely is focused on durability rather than the ability to completely seal off that chamber. So not a ton of hose power, but enough to clean your edges for sure. And, just looking at this, I just noticed they don't have the back filter on, the cover for it on quite right, but that's no big deal. It's going to have to come out of there to get cleaned or replaced, one of which. But yeah, this is kind of an exciting little machine to have, even if it's impractical. But, once I finally buy a house, I'm hoping that I'll have a fairly wide open basement to be able to properly use these things a little bit. Because, obviously the living room is my largest room, and even that, this is total overkill. 2-3 swipes and we're done. I'm going to get this plugged in. Now, you might have noticed this bar here. This is actually what activates the brush roll motor, because when you turn it on, only the suction motors come on. That pushed down into place so it's not leaking. I'm going to give it a brief run. It's kind of noisy, so not too long a run. But actually, why don't we put down a little bit of debris? That's a little bit better. Now we actually have something to pick up. It'll work even, it does a fine job as is, but it'll work a little bit better once, I have that cloth bag and the paper bag replaced. And I'll probably be sticking a new cord on here too, because that does not look very good. But we'll see.